Becken, the rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little belly icon so you are notified when new videos drop. And I have been listening to Big Finish. I've been listening to Big Finish since Big Finish began. I've been listening to Big Finish since before they began. I listened to, if you ever find them, the audio visuals, which was the proto Big Finish, this like fan-made audio adventures from the 80s. Nick Brig starred as the Doctor. They remade a few in Big Finish, but they're really very good. They're worth searching out if you can find them. I have no idea where they are now. They broke like every licensing rule possible. But I've been wanting to do a roundup of Big Finish releases for a while, so let's jump into that. So first one I'm going to start off with is the 5th volume of the Third Doctor Adventures, which are fantastic. If you haven't heard any of these before, they obviously they don't have John Pertwee to play the Doctor. They've cast Tim Treloar as a Doctor, and he doesn't so much give an impersonation, but more of a performance. But it's certainly an impersonation as well. They were a bit timid with it on the first box set. They had him as the narrator, but now he's fully fledged. They have him play the Doctor, and it's very hard to tell that it's not John Pertwee. He nails him to a T. It's subtly different. With each box set, you get two stories, two adventures, and both of them always these stories just fit just seamlessly into the continuity. What they've been missing is the biggest thing they've been missing is the Brigadier, which they managed to fill in. But now they've brought in John Colcher to play the Brigadier, and oh my gosh, he is even better than Tim Treloar. He exudes the Brigadier, and again, it's not an impersonation, even though he is an impersonist. Impersonist, is that the right word? It's a performance, and it's such a good performance, which notes the Brigadier and who he is and how his character was. I would love to see him with other Doctors now. I'd like to see him with modern day Doctors. That'll be fantastic. Who else is? What else is? The only other thing I noticed this set has a story set from Pertwee's first season, so they had to recast Liz Shaw, and that was not as successful. They cast Daisy Ashford, who was what was her name? Caroline John's daughter, to play Liz, and no, didn't really work at all. I don't really think it even gave her the feeling of Liz. I'm not sure why though. It's but if you just like accept that and go with it, the set's really worth it. I'd recommend it completely. In terms of the monthly range, Sylvester McCoy has just done a 3-story arc with Jessica Martin reprising her role as Mags the Werewolf from Greatest Show in the Galaxy. Now this is a pairing that I thought, well, I don't really need to. It was never in my head that like, oh, there's something missing. I never felt there's something missing from this character. She seemed like a one-off, and it was nice enough to bring it back. Incidentally, by the way, if you want, the character I felt that we always had a chunk missing from was Chameleon, and again, John Colcher just played him in in the 5th Doctor 3-story arc. So this one was these stories were okay. What was it? The Moons of Volpana was the second one, and Monsters of Gokroth, the first one. But the only one for me that really worked was the last one, which had Ace in it. And what was it called? It was set really in my stomping ground, like mid-90s Camden, which is where I went to school. Actually, I'd already left England by the midnight. I left in 96? Yeah, I left in 96. But this was really my era. And it was an Alien Werewolf in London. So I'm not sure if I've enjoyed this one the most because I so much identify with that time and place, because that's really where I grew up. But they recreated well. But I think this was the best of the 3. Who wrote that one? Hang on, I'm going to look that up for you right now. It was written by Alan Barnes. Oh, there you go. It makes sense. Alan Barnes is always a very dependable writer. And then rounding up, this is from the May releases. We had another 10th Doctor box set, which I'm a bit. I'm in several minds about. Okay, with all the 10th Doctor box sets, this is the third one, I believe. They're all excellent. They're all fantastic. They have David Tennant in it, and this one had Catherine Tate. The first one had Catherine Tate. Second one had Rose in it, Billy Piper. So the problem with these box sets, I felt, again, there's not a problem because they recreate that era perfectly. Actually, I watched what was it, New Earth last night. I just like randomly like, give that a try, and that was a ton of fun. So they recreate the era very well. I'm finding them a bit disappointing though because they recreate the filler episodes. You know, the episodes of low consequence. Where I think you got 3 stories. You might be able to do kind of a meaty little arc there somewhere and do something bigger with it, which is what I'm really craving for. Um, Another disappointment is this set had Vernon Cribbins in it, and what's her name? The person who played Catherine Tate's character's mother, Donna's mother. Now I can't remember her name. What was her name? Jacqueline King is it? As Sylvia Noble. Both of these people just fantastic characters, but are so disappointing. They're only in one story. I'm thinking if you got them to come in for one, maybe they would come in for all 3. Especially Bernard Cribbins. Bernard Cribbins, you can't get enough of Bernard Cribbins. But again, look, if you're craving new 10th Doctor material, this is the one. This is the set to go for. They package them beautifully. Although I don't get the packaging because I buy the download because I don't want to pay the shipping, and it's a little bit cheaper. And then what's the final release I want to talk about? The one I just finished listening to was Survivors Season 9, which was disappointing for disappointing reasons. All the Survivors box sets are fantastic. They're wonderfully written and acted, and production values. It's got a good ongoing thread. This one I have a problem with because it's got a very boring thread going through it, which we're going to see a lot, I think, over the next year. I think the rumor that the new Star Wars movie is basically based on this idea that people are experiencing wonderful peace and prosperity, but the heroes know there's something evil afoot, and the population is being fooled. And the peace and prosperity really mask a deep, terrible evil. And it's by exactly the same people. Look, this is all this is all about how they feel about Trump, and to a lesser extent Brexit. And the problem is a complete zero diversity in the in Big Finish and in the entertainment industry in general. Before in 2016, we were told if Trump became a president, he was going to destroy the world. He was going to destroy the economy. He was going to cause world war, and not so much. It didn't really happen so much. All these predictions just didn't come to pass. I've yet to see any racist law that people were convinced were going to happen. I had an uncle, a uncle-in-law, who was convinced he was a Nazi. Who was convinced Trump was in league with the KKK. Which again, now it's turned out that was probably Russian bots putting out that stuff, ironically. But okay, so now you have these people who were convinced the world was going to end because this election didn't go the way they said, and then the world didn't end. It actually got quite a bit better in just about every metric one has. Again, this isn't a party political broadcast on anyway. I'm just saying this is what happened. You said this was going to happen, and this is what happened instead. And so now the self-same people are saying, it all may seem good, it all may seem really fantastic, but really, there's concentration camps and at the border, and it's hiding a dark evil, and you're a racist! You're a racist if you don't believe me! Racist, racist, racist! Which is basically why I didn't really like Survivors. They have an evil group of... So this is wrapping up all the Survivors storylines that the Big Finish have done, and there's a civil war between the good guys and the bad guys. The bad guys have control, And people are saying, "Oh no, the bad guys are wonderful. They just want everybody to be good and happy." And it's you know, okay, maybe that, yeah, maybe there are the current White House is yeah, and the prosperity that America's experiencing. Maybe that's masking a deep, terrible evil. Or maybe you were just wrong. You know, how about that? Maybe you were just wrong. Maybe he wasn't Super Hitler like you have been telling me he was. Maybe you're just wrong. Maybe you're just wrong about something. And I think, kind of get over that. The time you okay, I understand you being upset that you're a bit wrong, but then to dedicate most of your media, most of your entertainment to screaming that, no, I wasn't wrong, I was right, and you don't understand, ah! It seems a bit desperate to me, So, all I'm saying is, if you think you're being clever by making a current day analogy in any way, you're almost certainly not. You're almost certainly being idiot, which is what happened in this season of Survivors, box set Survivors, Series 9. Very disappointing. It was a pleasant enough conclusion, but that thread of current day politics running through it just makes me I've enough. And look, here's what I would say to Big Finish and everyone. If you want to make your work an allegory about your outlook on the world, which doesn't match the reality of the world, which is a little bit bonkers. Well, if you want to make it, just put a warning label on. Just tell us, and I won't buy it, so I don't have to listen to this nonsense. But you know what? I think that would be a fair enough compromise. You can still make it. Just tell me so I don't buy it. That would be nice. Be courteous, maybe. You think that might be a nice thing to do? Okay, I am Sela Becken, the Rabbi from Another Planet. I will be back in about a month's time with more Big Finish reviews, and there's a lot of them this month. What's coming out this month? Let's have a look. We got we got a new series with Colin Baker, starting a new series of 3 stories. They got the War Master, new War Master, co-starring Paul McGann, The Rage of the Time Lords. Looks fantastic. The Legacy of Time, their massive multi-doctor gazillion disc event. And the further adventures of Lucy Piggin Miller, who was one of Big Finch's greatest inventions. And, there's a Dalek on the cover and a Fendor. So, let's see what else. I can't really see, and the thumbnail's too small. Hang on, one second. I'm going to... and Rollerskates. Okay, so Rollerskates are returning. The Fendor, the Dalek, and looks like some kind of castle. But it's Sheridan Smith and Paul McGann, one of the greatest Doctor companion pairings of all time. I am looking forward to listening to it and reviewing it for you. My name is Sela Becken, the Rabbi from Another Planet. Please like, share, subscribe to me, hit the little bell so you know when new videos are going to drop. And have a good day!